Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jaye, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the Jpot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the Jpot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jaye. You all, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and allowing me to share a tiny portion of this evening with you as you ride home, help the kids with their homework, cook dinner, etc., so on and so forth. Guys, guess what? I can talk. Listen, I have my regular voice back, and you know what? I have to be honest with you all. It feels good to have this type of conversation, be able to amplify my voice to the fullest extent, to be able to give you all of me. Even for those of you that are gonna say, oh my God, you talk so loud. Yes. Well, if you didn't want loud, go watch the replay of last week, because that's when I was not loud. But from today forth and here on out, that's how I do it. Loud. You know why? Because that's me. So no more indoor voice. I am back. Guys, I want to thank you all so much again for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page, go to our YouTube channel, like and follow us there. Our YouTube channel, that's the Jpot Radio. We need some more of you all to go over there and rock it with us, kick it with us. We're over there live right now as well. Like, follow, subscribe, the Jpot Radio. Like, follow us here on Facebook, the Jpot. Guys, go to Instagram, like and follow us there, the Jpot. J is Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Thank you so much, you all. Listen, we have some great hot topics. We got some stuff that's going to make you laugh. We got some stuff that's going to make a couple of you all say, you know what, listen, I don't know why I keep coming back here. I really don't. But you know what? I done had enough of her. I got a couple of topics that's going to have you doing that. And then I got just maybe one topic that's going to make you all say, you know what? See, that's why I like Jaye. Because it's only one or two of y'all that really, really like me. The rest of you all just be like, I wish she just stifle herself. But see, y'all keep coming back, so I like y'all and love y'all too. Guys, listen. Hey, Pretty Tasha, how you doing? Hey, Robert, how you doing? Guys, thank you so much. Listen, our first hot topic. Now, listen, ladies, come on. This is for us. So and I'm not sure, hopefully, because you have to say that, you have to start making this disclaimer. I feel like with everything that all the different type of content that's going on social media, I feel like at times now I'm going to start using a disclaimer, because you don't know what situations are real versus what situations are skits. So I'm just going to say, I don't know if this is a real situation or if it was a social media skit. But here you go. Listen, the young lady, she's going back and forth with the tow truck driver. Baby, the dude done came. Listen, she's mad. She's upset because the tow truck driver has come to tow what she thought was her car. But her ex-boyfriend towed the car from her. Now, here say ye. The deed and everything is in his name. So I'm trying to figure out on what planet was she on when she actually thought that she would be able to break up with this man and still drive around in the car that he bought that is in his name. I don't understand where she got that from, but okay. But what do you all think about that? Was the man wrong, or was he right to say, you know what, listen, we're not together anymore, so give me my car back? Is he an Indian giver? Are you guys saying, you know what? Oh my God, that was so petty. That was so petty. Was that petty, or was that like, no, he deserves to get his car back. If you all are not together, why would I allow you to keep a car that I'm still paying for, and you finna be driving around, chalooping around with some other dudes in a car that I am paying for? I think not. Whoever you over there with, and it ain't got nothing to do with hating or being mad. You've moved on. We've moved on. Listen, let's just go back to how we were before we got together. You leave with what you left with, what you came with, and I'm gonna leave with what I came with. But you don't get to break up and then think that you're gonna keep something as valuable as a car that he is still paying for. Hey, Sabisa. So you don't get to keep. So I don't think that he was wrong for that. And my thing is this: I don't understand, how does she think that the car was hers if it's not in her name? So, like, ladies, like, if a man is buying something for you and it's truly for you, in my opinion, he's going to put it in your name. If he has no intentions on ever taking it back and it's truly for you, he's going to put it in your name. But if he puts it in his name, I would always be under the impression that it's just for me to borrow. It's just a loan. It's just, I get to keep this car contingent upon the status of our relationship. If we break up or things go south with us, I'm going to be without a car. That's how I would be thinking if nothing is in my name. Because the only way to truly have ownership of something, your name needs to be on the title, or if it's a house, your name needs to be on the deed. If your name appears nowhere, you own absolutely nothing. Nothing, zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Nothing belongs to you if your name is not on it. Robert, you're saying that's crazy. He's right, because she would have wanted the car back as well. Absolutely. Hey, Maurice, how you doing? I definitely would. But here's the thing, like, this lady was so in a state of shock. She's just like, baby, she made that all about her. So he mad because he can't get back with all of this. No, honey, he want his car. He ain't over there harassing you. He want his wheels. He want his car. So whoever has the pleasure of having all of this and all of you at this moment, let them give you a car. Better yet, you stop jumping around from dude to dude, level up and get your own stuff. So therefore, you won't be in this situation again. That's what I would be taking from the whole situation. But we live in a day and time where a lot of us are lacking accountability. So we would rather point the finger at everybody but ourselves. So instead of her sitting there and having an aha moment like, okay, he took his car back. You know what? That's cool. I'm going to go ahead over here and get my own car. That's not what she said. That's not what she was doing. She's on these social media sites trying to bash the man for moving on, trying to make it seem as though he's mad because she has moved on. And I don't really think that that was the case. I don't think that he was mad because you moved on, or how whoever broke up with who. He's like, okay, listen, if it's over, let's run it. It's over. Like, for real, it's over. It's over. So again, if the relationship is over, you don't need anything from me. Why should you still ride around in the car that I am paying for? Why would I pay for a car that, we're no longer together? So again, let's be mindful of even, putting things and allowing people to put things in their names for us. Because again, if it were me, I would just be under the assumption that, you know what, when this relationship ends, if this relationship does not end in marriage, if this relationship ends, then because listen, I just look at things in a different lens. I'm not living in the fairy tale land like, ooh, just everything, just ooh. Listen, my hoo-ha is just that good that, baby, this man gonna give me this car and he gonna let me keep it even when I'm no longer busting it wide open for him. I'm busting it wide open for somebody else. He gonna let me keep this car. Those are not my thoughts. I don't think like that. I understand that once the hoo-ha giving is over for him, that ministry is closed. You are no longer passing out charity hoo-ha to this brother. The car and everything else that they bought or gave to you is over. See, I would take it a step further. If I got her hair done, if those tracks, if I paid my $300 to get them tracks in her hair, I want them tracks back. I want baby, listen, I want everything back. She either take the tracks out willingly, I'm gonna have somebody jump and snatch the tracks out of hair. But everything I gave you, I want it all back. You will not be over there letting some other dude pull the hair weave that I bought. You will not be, baby. You will not be doing that, okay, from the hair that I bought. He will not be grabbing a handful of nothing that I bought. So again, I'm personally, I'm not mad at the brother. Not mad at the brother whatsoever. Lady that got the car took, you need to level up, sis. You need to get yourself together and get you some business, because this man didn't do anything wrong. If anybody is in the wrong, it's you for thinking that you could break up with him, or you thinking that the relationship has ended, and the relationship has ended, and you're thinking that you could still walk around with a car that he bought for you, that he is still paying the note for. I think that is immature thinking. And yeah, you need to get yourself together. I just think that you need to level up. And listen, let's stop. Listen, I know she thought that she was finessing him because he had got the car and all this and that. I knew that's probably something that she was thinking. But honey, it's not a finesse. It's not a come up, because it was still in his name. So you're just driving his car. It was never your car. So I don't understand. What are you carrying on about? Oh, how he gonna come tow the car from me, from my house in the middle of the night? Well, I mean, because he's a smart man. He wanted to avoid confrontation. And clearly you are full of some type of drama, because look at what you're doing, making a video of the car being taken or towed away. So clearly he did the right thing. He did the right thing to hire somebody and come and get it, because had he came over to the house, y'all probably would have had a little tiff, and you would be trying to have him locked up, all because he wants his car back. So kudos to this brother for having the car towed. Again, lady, like, you got to level up. But what do you all think? Is he wrong for that? Or is she, is he wrong, or is she right for thinking like, yo, you gave me the car. Like, how are you going to be an Indian giver? I'm an Indian giver. I'm not going to sit up here and even tell that type of lie. I don't care how she feeling, her feelings are hurt. She mad, scratching behind and get glad. I could care less, because the car is coming with me. Because here's the thing. If the car is in his name, you could get tickets in his name. You could be messing up his name, because people do vengeful, spiteful things like that. So we got to always be mindful. Like, be mindful of who you letting put things, putting things in your name for people. Like, people, especially at this point. I'm a firm believer now. If you didn't value your name enough to keep it together, then I know good and doggone well you not gonna value my name. So we got to be mindful on. I know it's good to be nice, because I like to be nice. I love to help people out, but it's, a certain, it's only so much help you can give someone, especially after they monk they smit up. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Robert, you're saying if he has a new girl, she's gonna have a problem with the car being in his name also. Pretty Tasha, you're saying right. Not only that, listen, people, when cars are in people's name, listen, they turn on red lights, they run the red lights, they speed, they park anywhere, they run tolls, they don't pay tolls, all kinds of reckless, irresponsible things because it's not in their name. So a car, listen, I would always be scared to get a car in my name for somebody. I remember I did that once, and I'm just like, man, when I did that, I'm like, listen, understand who you dealing with. Understand, you know how ugly this can get. And we had that conversation. Listen, you know how ugly this can get. So please do not let this get ugly. Please don't let this get ugly. And thankfully, it didn't get ugly because it came to a point where they were no longer able to handle the car and the car note. And we made a deal, and I was able to get the car. And, we had already had that established up front in the event that something happened and they were no longer able to take care of the car or keep up with the car before letting my credit and my name suffer, then here's the out to that plan. So when I did it, we had a plan, and it wasn't for a boyfriend. We had a plan though. So we already had a plan, and they had the car for like 3 years. So like I had to take like 6 months, 8 months to pay the rest of it all. But the car was mine after I paid that 6 to 8 months off. The car was mine. I didn't give them any money because that was the deal that we made up front in the event and all that. Now, people may say, "Now, Jay, that wasn't fair. How you gonna have them paying?" Because that's how I conduct my business. And once you listen, don't make a deal with the devil over here. Because listen, I'm just saying, I like my stuff, but it got to be right. But as far as co-signing and putting things in your name for people, apartments and houses and things like that, if you are the recipient of a car, just know that you're borrowing it. You don't own it. If that car is not in your name, just know that if you're staying in an apartment or a condo or a house or whatever it is, if your name is not on the deed or on the lease, you don't own it, and you don't have any like legal right. You would have rights as a tenant and them possibly being your landlord. But if your name is not on there as a renter, you have no renter rights. Like, you would have to, and depending on what state it is, you have to find out what your rights are as a tenant in a house. If your name is not on the deed, you don't own the house. The house is not yours. So we got to start understanding, especially listen, in this 30 plus age range, we should already know better. If your name ain't on it, your name is what makes you have ownership. If your name ain't on it, then we're not even going to sit up here and waste our time fussing and all of this other crazy stuff, because guess what? Your name is not on it. It doesn't belong to you. End of discussion. Now, speaking of end of discussion, ladies, listen, I don't know. I look, I'm not picking on us tonight, but I'm just saying we have to do better. We have to do better, because here's another video that was going around. The young lady, she's out, her and her friends are out, and they're somewhere, but she sees the guy, and so she sees an attractive guy, and so she's they're in a club setting or whatever, and baby, she stops and she's all up in this man's face doing a twerk. She's twerking in his face. This brother backs off. He got his hands in the air like, yo, no, this ain't that. He's trying to be respectful about it. But she like, you gonna listen, you gonna take this stinking twerk. I'm gonna twerk this stinking thing all up in your face. And this brother like, yo, like, and he kindly just walked on off and left her sitting there trying to twerk. And she's sitting there looking crazy. And I'm just like, you know what? I saw it and I was just like, I was secondhand embarrassed for her. simply because I'm just like, God, like, when did we get here? How did we get here to the point where that is all that a lot of us want to do is twerk? Like, you have to see it if everybody is not on board with you twerking in front of them. Everybody does not want that. Everybody is not comfortable with you twerking in front of them, ladies. So it's not time. It's a time in a place for everything. You don't know if he had his girlfriend up in there. She don't know what was going on. All she know that she had a little drink in her hand and she was feeling some type of way, and she just thought that everybody wanted her to be twerking all over them. But this brother walked right on past her, and she looking like, did he just? Yes, ma'am. He walked away. He walked away. He did not want you fumigating him with that stinky, nasty, disgusting twerk. It's because it's getting it's ridiculous. Now, some people may say, now Jay, that's a little bit harsh. That's a hate. That's hating. It. How is it hating? How is it hating? Listen. I can do the same twerk. I can do the same whatever, but I don't care to do it. I'm not. Listen. If you want to twerk, knock yourself out. Just make sure you have the audience that wants to participate with your twerk. You can't just go up and be twerking all on everybody, because this was a complete stranger that she was up trying to twerk on. And he's like, yo, like, what's going on? I'm just trying to get through. I ain't even on that. It's a time and a place to twerk. And can we just, if nobody else is gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. I'm sick of seeing it. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing booty slapping, and I'm I'm sick of it. I'm just flat out sick of it. I'm just, you turn the TV on, looking to buy some shoes, they twerking. You looking to buy some coffee, they twerking. You looking for some toothpaste, they twerking. You looking to buy some oatmeal, they twerking. Listen, we tired, y'all. We tired. We know that y'all can make y'all booties bounce. Like, we know you can make it bounce one cheek at a time. We know you got it shaped looking like a peach or we know, okay? We done seen so many of them. Can y'all stop now? We tired. We're tired, you all. We are tired. We're tired of, look, now, fellas, if it's just me, then I want y'all to say, Jay, speak for yourself. And then I speak for myself, and I'll just say, y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. Listen, we done saw mosquito bites on them. We done saw butt cheeks that got chicken pox on them. We done see, listen, butt cheeks that got the rashes on there. We done see butt cheeks that got measles on there. We done see butt cheeks that got mumps on it. We done see butt cheek where one dusty, the other one light. We done seen butt cheeks where they sunk in. We done see butt cheeks that look like they smell like perch. We done seen it all, you all, and we tired. We are tired. Robert, you're saying self-respect is missing in some beautiful queens. Hey, Cedric, how you doing? You're saying absolutely. We are tired. We tired. I'm just like, whoo, child, what y'all gonna come up with now? I'm like, I can't. I just, we done seen butt cheeks that can pick up a penny, pick up a quarter, pick up a cucumber. We done seen. Listen, we done seen it all. We can't take no more. Okay, because we're just we tired. Okay, we just tired of the butt cheeks. So before you decide to break out in a twerk, just make sure that your audience is a willing participant, because if they're not a willing participant, then you're going to be sitting up here looking real crazy. Now look, Speaking of looking crazy. Now, listen, I need to know this. I need to know what you all think about this. And I typically try to stay away from topics like this, but you know what? I'm feeling a little, I feel like starting a little something today. So, and my coffee is delicious. I feel like starting a little something today. I feel like being a little controversial today. So I want to know, what do you all think about this? Being in church, going to church, being in church. What do you all think about women wearing pants in the pulpit? What do you think about women preaching with pants on in church? Are you one of those old school traditional people? Listen, and I love the old school church. Bring back my dear and all of them that just over there rolling in their graves at the way that these folks is dressing up in these churches today. I'm telling you, are you one of those? Because that's what team I'm on. Or are you one of these people today that God know your heart? Yes, he know your heart is full of trampish ways. He do. I love when people say that. The Lord know your heart is full of whorish ways. He know it. He know it. He know your heart is full of street walking ways. He know it. He know that your heart is full of street walking ways up in there, because not only do they wear the pants, baby, they wear the tightest pants up in there in the church on the pulpit. Now I be like, now you know what? Who's supposed to be getting saved up in here? And you got these tight pants on. Who's supposed to be getting saved up in here? And I'm gonna tell you, because you know what? We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna go back to the old school. Because let me tell y'all something. In the old school, listen, they had us so scared up in there. You come up in there with anything else on but a skirt that was down, that you was stepping on the skirt when you was walking in the church. Come up in there with some pants on. Baby, listen. The way that they would preach up in there, you couldn't even stand it. You couldn't, baby, they would come popping all them scriptures about pants and how you was finna just bust hell wide open, how you can be sitting up here tempting. And listen, let me tell you, I loved every bit of it. I was for it. People say, come as you are and all this and that. I get all that. I truly do get all the come as you are stuff. I truly get all of that. But here's where I push back with the come as you are. Here's where I'm going to say that's always an excuse. That's always an excuse, that come as you are, because here's the deal. We find and we're able to get what it is that we want, and we comply to the things that we want to comply to. We do. And case in point, if it's a Saturday night, and especially now it's about to be the summertime, and they have an all white yacht party and this and that. Are you going to go to the all white yacht party in black? Are you going to go to the all white yacht party in red or in brown? Are you going to go to it? Because this all I got, so I'm going to come as I am. This because and the yacht party ain't the church. So if you respect the protocol enough for the all white party at the yacht, you mean tell me that you can't respect the Lord's house? You can't do that? So you ain't gonna go. So you will not go to the all white party because you ain't got no all white. Or you gonna call your homegirl up and you gonna see if she got some white that you can wear. Or you gonna go buy some white from the store. Make sure you don't get it dirty and take it back to the store. You gonna do what you need to do so that you can be in order at the all white party on the yacht. You ain't gonna be out of order in the all white party at the yacht. So why can't we do the same when we go to church? We got to make all kinds of excuses when it's time for the do right, we got all kinds of excuses. But that's why we are in the situation that we are in now, because we make like we don't hold each other accountable for anything. There's no morals, there's no integrity, there's no right or no wrong. Everybody want to just give in. We live in a day and time where everybody want to do whatever it is that they want to do, skip the rules when in places where it really should matter. Robert says, well, you can't hide a big butt and a smile. No, you can't hide a big butt and a smile. But you know what? Listen, you don't have to flash the flashlight on a big butt. And you know what? No, Robert, I'm gonna take that back. Back in the day, they was hiding all that booty. I'm gonna tell you, because it was, listen, them mothers up in that kitchen, the way they used to cook, man, you listen. My grandmama had 2 donkeys. I'm just like, boy, I'd be like, listen, Mother Vance had 2 donkeys. Okay. I come from a long line of women. Listen, that's all they got. Okay. They got it. Okay. They got it here. Listen, you think bada bing and bada bang is something over here. They got bada bang time to infinity and beyond. And then what they sitting on, man, they booties twerk without even they sneeze and they booties twerking on his own. So we ain't gonna talk about, so it's, again, you can be shapely. There are still clothes. I'm shapely. At least I like to think I am. But when I go to church, listen, I know protocol. Now, the only thing I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't never been called in the pastor's office because of my clothes. It's always been something that I done said to slice somebody's no good husband up. Listen, because I will slaughter somebody's husband up in them churches. That's not, because I don't play like that. You're not gonna have my name up in here associated with you. I slaughter them and send them right back over there to their little wives and all their little 6 little snot-nosed kids. You got your little baby over here in baby church, and you got 2 teenagers in mid-young people church. You got your wife over there leading the choir. She pregnant with another baby. Hopefully it's yours. So they be having a lot of stuff going on. But again, I'm not gonna say, listen, y'all talking to somebody that has, listen, I had been in the pastor's office so often. Listen, I just take my own pillow because I know it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute, but it was never because I didn't follow protocol in church. So however I am outside, if I don't have anything appropriate to wear, I'm not coming, because I respect the Lord's house. Now, God know who you are. God know your heart. Yes, he does. He know I got a whole bunch of stuff at home that if I was interested in doing the right thing, I could have done the right thing. The Lord know. Listen, you all, we got to understand, when we say the Lord know your heart, he really does. He know that you got a Jezebel spirit. He know that you a streetwalker listen, you was just street walking on Saturday night. He know it. So look, so when we try to make all these excuses, he know your heart and all this, he know. So you may as well talk to him like, Lord, you know that I still have some hooking ways. You know this, Lord. I'm trying to lay down my hooking ways. I am, Lord. But times get hard out here, Lord. Now, I know that you're going to bless me and make a way out of no way, because I'm trying to stop messing with these men for their money. But I need a little something on the lights. See, the Lord know. He know when you sincere, and he know when you playing games. So don't even waste your time lying and saying, the Lord know, he know, that's all. Now, if that's all you truly got, this conversation ain't for you. This for the ones that know better, but don't want to do better, because we just want to do what we want to do. So back to the question. How do you all feel about women being in the pulpit at church wearing pants? I say no. Listen, I'll bring back the old schools. Listen, set them down. She would have never got up there with some pants on. Never. Listen, you all, I was brought up in a sanctified church. You look like you, listen, let me tell y'all something. With this whole red lipstick on, baby, let me tell you, listen, if my grandmother was alive, I would never go in front of her, even if she ain't at church. I'd never step foot in her presence with this hooker red lipstick on. You know why? Because that's not what they believed in. And if you're going to do right and do the right thing, oh, Jay, you grown, you should be able to do what you want to do. Yeah, I will in my own presence, not around. Because again, it's about respect. It's about protocol. I was never too grown and never too big to respect those that I had high reverence for. I respected the position of pastor, and I still respect it to this day. I respect my grandmother. I respected all of those roles. So therefore, if I want to activate my hooking behavior, I'm not going to do it in front of these people. Let me tell y'all, I never forget, this is back, I was like in my teens. And I'm telling y'all, I had on it was in the summertime, I had on the most hooking shorts ever. I had on these little old Daisy Dukes, baby. It was in the summertime. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had my little booty was just sitting up. My body had bounced back after having my son. I was like, yep. I had bada bing and bada bang had grow in. Baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. I'm in the store on this west side. And I'm getting ready to leave out the store. And the sliding doors open. And all I saw was a church hat. Now, this was like a Friday or a Saturday afternoon. It was an afternoon. And I saw a church hat. I was like, and I'm walking up, baby, it was my pastor. Baby, when I tell you, I ran back up in that store and I hid until she walked in. Because I was never about to disrespect her and let her see that, you know what? The one that be up in there helping out in the church, you know, that she helps on the church during these days. But you know what? She still got some hooking, street walking ways. I was never, ever going to let her see me like that. When she walked into the store all the way, I made sure. And then I dashed out the store. I was like, woo! And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I never went back to that store again because I never wanted to run into I never wanted to run into her. But I say that to say this. It's all about respect. We gotta, you gotta respect the position. We've gotten so far away from protocol and traditions and just do what we can do. Look, save the club attire for the club, save outside Saturday, save all that for that. Because again, if you ain't gonna wear your church clothes to the club, so why would you wear club clothes to the church? We not gonna do it. We're gonna find a way to make it work. We're gonna find a way to make everything work, but for when it's supposed to be the right thing. Mark is saying it ain't about the people, it's about the house of God. It's about the house of God, but Mark, it's also about the people that's up there represented, because some people can give God a bad name and make it seem like he accept anything based upon their position. You know, they leading people astray because of what you want to do. So it's like, if you want to wear pants, I would say I'm wearing this because this is what I want to wear. I'm not saying that it's right to even be doing that, but it's on me. But don't deceive people just because you want to do what you want to do. Let's not deceive people. Like I said, if you want to be a street walker, listen, you all. Yeah, I got a little, listen, I got a little street walk away here, got a little hooker tendency here, listen, lie a little bit, finesse a little bit over here, still a little bit over there, con a little brother out. I still do a lot of that. Let's be honest and say that, but let's not try to change what's right to fit what it is that we are doing. Robert is saying, bring back the old school dress code. I agree. Absolutely. Because again, we come to church. Listen, people will come to church looking any old type of way. I know my grandmother and my pastor. I know they, listen, baby, if they can just reach, if they can reach up and snatch some of these people, they will be reaching up. They will be reaching up and snatching folks left and right, because this is a crying shame on how people dress today. Robbie, you said, yes, respect is lost. We got to pray. Yes, 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 yes. We definitely got to pray. Did I say Mark or Cedric? I don't know. Cedric, I don't know. But we definitely have to do better. But again, as far I'm with Robert. He said, take it back to the old school. We got to take it back to the old school dress code, and let's start being presentable. And again, we've gotten away so far away from holding ourselves accountable for doing the right thing. Like, again, you wouldn't wear your Saturday night. Well, I'm gonna take that back, because I've seen some people come up in job interviews with stretch pants on. I've seen them come in job interviews with bonnets on. So I'm going to scratch the statement that I was going to make about people not showing up to job interviews looking a certain way. I'm just going to go head on. I'm not even going to make that point, because again, people are just coming outside anyway, any old type of way. But I will say that I do believe that if, in the pulpit, yeah, we can leave yeah, we should definitely work on leaving that alone. We can definitely leave that type of foolery alone, because we don't need that. We definitely don't need the pants. I think that traditional protocol should be in order. And again, I think that we need to stop trying to justify everything to fit what it is, to fit our wrong. So we want to change what's right and what's wrong, because we don't want to come up to it, when you could just simply say, you know what, I don't think that we should be wearing pants, but you know what? Right now, I'm not in a place where I'm trying to give up wearing pants. I'm not trying to give up wearing pants in church. And it's just something that I have to get up to that level. I have to get to that point where, you know what? I'm no longer going to wear pants in church. I need to get to that level. Then now you are in a good place, because at least you're not justifying your wearing pants and trying to make it seem, now you about to lead everybody else astray, because again, you want to do the wrong thing and you want to do what you want to do. It just don't, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I think that we have to do better. Now listen, speaking of doing better, what do you all think about this? The young lady, she's saying that she's been married for 4 years, and she is currently pregnant with her fifth child. And she found out that her husband was cheating. And she said that he was cheating with a man. So she said that he did not have they didn't have a physical relationship, or her husband and the man did not have a physical relationship, but they had a verbal, they were chatting, and they were having explicit conversations on being with each other. And so he cheated. And so now she said that he apologized and said that, he's extremely sorry, and he wants another chance. And she said that, you know what? I married him knowing that she said that they got married. Again, they have kids, and he got caught cheating with a man. But again, he said that it wasn't nothing physical. She said that it wasn't anything physical, but they had been having sexually explicit conversations. And she said, to me, that's cheating. And now she's saying that he said he wants a chance to fix it. How do you fix that? Or is she overreacting? Is she overreacting because they never did anything? She said that her husband and the man, they were never physically intimate. They were just having sexually explicit conversations. And he wants a chance to fix that. He doesn't want to lose his wife. He doesn't want to lose his kids. And she's trying to figure out, you know what? What do I do? Like, how do I proceed at this point? She says, I love him, but I love myself more. Should she give him a chance to fix it, or should she just let well enough be? Especially since she has 4 kids and she's pregnant with the 5th child. Robert, you're saying, ouch. Cedric, you're saying she better get tested. I say, whoo, geez, depending upon your financial situation, I mean, if you can afford to leave, I would leave, simply because, yeah, he's gone. How do you fix that? How do you fix fantasizing about being with a man? How do you fix that? Like, there's nothing to fix. You gotta go and let him explore that type of lifestyle that he is going to do it, whether you are with him, whether you give him a chance to fix it. Here's the thing, you have to weigh your options. You found out about it. He's curious. He's going to be with a man. So you got to ask yourself, especially being pregnant, are you going to wait until he is physically with a man and then potentially bring you something back? Like, there's no blinders there. Like, you got to let him go and be over there with these dudes. There's nothing that you can do to fix that unless he gets delivered and that desire is completely taken away from him. But as long as he has a taste for men, yeah, you're physically, you're not safe, because he could bring you back anything. I mean, shoot, it's like they already, listen, they bringing back enough stuff from getting from women. So you want to mix, you want to take the chance on getting with, staying with your husband, who right now is letting you know he's attracted to men. And I know that it's a hard blow, and that's probably not the right word that she want to be hearing. Blow, like, yeah, he blowing all right, but I know that it's not an easy situation, because what woman wants to know that a man that she cared for, especially being married to, that he's with a man. But listen, I've had a situation like that, baby. I got this man with, listen, we were over with, but there was somebody that I talked to, and baby, yes, he was. Just as, baby, listen, I'm just like, what? I say, what you say? You over here with this boy? Baby, all I could do was look. I'm just like, whoo, Lord. When I say, Lord, you don't make no mistakes. You had to let this brother be free so he can get over there, so he can be with the man that really makes him happy. Because, ladies, y'all got to understand, we got to start saying this. We're going to have to start putting this out here. Sometimes it ain't you. It ain't another woman. Sometimes some of these dudes today need another man to make them happy. They need another man to make them happy. They up here, listen, some of these guys, they go through all these different women because they fighting the urge to be with another man. Don't sit up, you like, oh my God, he keep cheating. He got all these chicks over here. That's because he's suppressing the urge to be with another man. So he feels like if he sleeps with all of these women and he does all of this with all of these women, that it's going to take away the taste that he has for some schlong dong. That he want to slap schlong dongs with another man. Now listen, ladies, you can't compete with that, okay? You cannot compete with your man wanting to slap schlong dongs with another man. You cannot. He's letting you know already. He had the conversation. So that lets you know he is anticipating on what he's going to do. He telling this dude, I'm going to knock your booty. See, I'm going ahead and stop. He like, listen, I'm going to knock that thing out the park. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this. You sitting up here telling another man what you going to do. And then you think you going to tell me you sorry and give you another chance. A chance to do what? To give me syphilis in the mouth? I think not. A chance to do what? To give me blue waffles in the ear? I think not. I think I'm going to let you go ahead on over there and do whatever you said that you was going to do to this man. I think I'm going to let you go ahead on over there and y'all do that to each other. Robert, you're saying if he told her, he's warning her. Absolutely. Cedric, you're saying, and how long he been in the closet? Get tested and show him the door. Absolutely. Pretty Tasha, you're saying yes. Yep, she better take her butt and get tested. Take your butt and get tested and bring his bags on as you on your way to the doctor to get tested. Help him take his bags downstairs so he can go on over there and be with that man. But there's no chances. What you going to give him a chance to give you something? Trust me, you don't want to be in that position. So let the brother go on over there and let him slap schlong dongs, let them measure, compare schlong dongs, and let them figure out what they gonna do. Whatever they said that they was gonna do to each other in those explicit messages, you have to let them go to find his way and find what it is that he find what he wants. Let him go out there and explore it. And it's like now, after he gets out there and exploring, our doggone sure don't want you back. So I don't know, but it's a rough situation to be in, having 5 kids with a man that now has a taste for another man. What say he should do? Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jpot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Felt like we were on the same page. Meant to believe we'd be together someday. From FaceTime calling the dates, you blame pressure me. Yeah. I'm in too deep, my feelings keep getting stronger. Is it all in my head? Your actions showing me different. Don't expect me to be faithful without commitment. You talk to who you want while my heart's involved. I'm sick of not your one and only. It's really killing me that with you I gotta share. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we've discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. You You know, and I know this don't even feel right. Do you even love me? Your actions not showing me. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we've discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time.
Welcome back to the Jpot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jpot. Follow us on Twitter at Jpot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jpot. Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now listen. Before y'all go to any of those other ones, go to YouTube, like, and subscribe to our channel there. That's the Jpot Radio. Guys, we have so many shorts over there, so much content over there that you guys have not seen. So if you want to see, listen, this one over here is cutting up over there. So y'all got to go over there to YouTube, like and follow the Jpot Radio. I'm about to drop it in our chat right now. Go subscribe to our channel. Check out all the shorts and all the videos that are over there. But guys, listen, it's just me sitting next to me. We got esthetician.
Oh,
Chandler.
hey.
Mother of a group of cool dudes.
Hey, y'all.
And little lady.
Missy Woo Woo.
Lady Lotus. Hey.
Hey, sunshine.
Girl, you see I can talk.
I hear ya. I heard you when I came in the door. I was like, she back.
Yes.
I talked to you last night. Your voice sounded better.
Yes. Listen.
Hit me with an owie, owie, owie.
Ow, baby. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. Listen. Hanging off them chandeliers. But listen, guys, it's just me. How's it going tonight, Lady Lotus?
It's going. I got here. I took the streets. I wasn't even about to play with 290. And the streets got me here just the same time. Look at it here. Look at that. Look at that.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? And the sun was shining, girl. It was beaming in my eyes. I was like, come on, give me.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Come on. Guys, listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, look. The rest of hot topics. The next hot topic. Because, listen, we have been on a roll with this here foolery, okay?
Tomfoolery.
We've been on a roll with this. But what do you all think about this? Now, this ladies, some of us just look, if you got a sister, cousin, niece, or friend that says such things as what I'm about to say, or even act like this, I think we need to start taking their phones and just taking away their social media, just blocking their pages, because we cannot. It's just March 6th of 2020, just March 6th, and we've already been bombarded with a plethora of foolery, and this is no exception. Now, again, as I said earlier, I have to make this statement because in today's society, we don't really know what's real versus what is a skit. But I'm going to say this, Lord, please let this be a skit. Please, Lord, don't let us be out here doing foolery to this extent. So this young lady says, 7 kids ain't never stopped no show. I have 4 baby daddies for a reason, because I look good. She was like, it don't matter how many kids I got. I'm gonna still be able to pull a dude, 7 kids or not. I got 4 baby daddies. How you think I got them? Because I look good. 7 kids ain't gonna stop them. And guess what? I don't need you to take care of my kids. My kids are all taken care of. I get $2,000 a month in food stamps, and all my kids are on Medicaid, baby. So don't think you got to take care of nobody. And I said, Lord, this is somebody's daughter. This somebody's sister. This somebody's niece. This somebody. This somebody, and it's 4 dudes at this point. Baby daddy, baby mama, 4 dudes at this point.
Ooh.
And as she fired off all those things as though they were her accomplishments,
Her accolades.
Exactly, Lady Lotus. I wanted to crawl in my skin and just
see. I'm just gonna say this: being a mother of a plethora, I was with you, like minus all the baby daddies because I ain't got that many. But I was with you, like, yes, I still look good. I could pull whoever I want to pull. It doesn't matter how many kids I got. I'm with you. Like, I don't need you to take care of my kids. They take care of. Now, with the $2,000 food stamps, though, I would like to have that. And ain't no more Medicaid either. I worked my bahunas off to take care of them kids. But I was rolling with you all the way up into the $2,000 food stamps. And they all on Medicaid. She didn't say all this online, did she?
Oh, she said all of this online.
So you just gonna let everybody know you get special checks for your kids, that your kids touched by about 5 different angels. You ain't getting no man now.
Clearly she got 4 of them.
I mean, that is past tense. We talking about present tense because you put that out there to let people know you getting them. You was getting them, but now you're not gonna get them because you didn't said your kids is crazy, and you didn't said you wait around for checks to come in the mail. You did not say I'm a hard working woman and I take care of mine. You did not say that.
Did she say that?
You said Mr. Orange Man is taking care of your kids. That's what you said.
Well, we taking care of our kids because all them taxes that they take out.
Them taxes going in their pockets. Them taxes ain't going over there. That's why all they extra funding for. But somebody else, I didn't hear. I have a degree. I have an education. I worked 40. I didn't hear nothing. I just heard, come on and lay it in me and shoot up the club.
Just shoot up the club.
Shoot up the club because I'm nasty.
And I got free. I'm going to give this hoo-ha to anybody because they ask for it. If they ask me for it,
it's yours.
I'm gonna give it to them. I don't mind. I am not selective with who I give this thing to at all. If you want it, I'm giving it out. I'm gonna give you, listen, you gonna get this thing right here. You gonna get it today. You know why? Because I look good. I'm gonna give this thing to you. You ain't gotta work for nothing. You know why? Because I look good.
And she gonna do all the work.
Man.
Playing with your toy.
I said, I said, we definitely have to do better. I said, that's no way to live. That it's not a badge of honor. It's not something to brag about. It truly is not. Like, you having a bunch of kids by different men simply because you didn't say that you fell in love with these men or these men fell in love with you. She's saying that simply because I look good, I can get whoever I want.
And they taking care of you. Ain't got to worry about them.
And the father, she didn't say, it's not like she even said, and all my baby daddies take care of their kids. You didn't say that.
No, she didn't. Not one time.
You didn't say one baby daddy taking care of all of you. You didn't say that.
You never say I got all these kids and these men, and I got 4 baby daddies because I just got a good heart and things didn't work out with them. It didn't work out. Or they were stupid. They messed up on me.
It didn't say none of that. Hey, Kashonda, how you doing? Didn't say any of that. Like, it's a proud thing to listen. I'm not bashing being a mother. I love being a mother. I don't have anything against women that have multiple kids. You know, if you can afford to take care of them financially, and you know what, and especially mentally, if you can do that.
The mental capacity of multiple kids.
You know, because I know it ain't me. I know.
The mental capacity of one daughter. Help me. Send help, please.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest to you all. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I'm gonna tell y'all at what point I realized I was not having no more kids, because I don't want to be in jail somewhere.
You was done when you went through labor. You was done. Jay was done at labor. That happened. Never again.
And you are so right.
I know. I know
and
you.
You know what? And you're right. But it's like, for a moment, I thought I was like, you know what? I could do this, and then
you didn't share that with me, because as long as I
it was just like that. It was
never again.
It was just that quick. The boy came home with that homework, with that math, and it was at that point that I knew that I was not having no more kids, because the way you think, I'm gonna tell y'all think your feelings is hurt because your man uncheated, or you come in tearing the house up. No. I tore the house up when he couldn't figure out what number was missing in that box, and they had to answer it. So they got one number, then a plus sign, and then it was a box empty, and then it had the number right there. And I'm trying to tell him how to do it backwards. Baby, the way I flipped that table over, I'm breaking dishes up in there. And it was at that point I said, yeah, no, I'm not doing this again, because you mean to tell me, and then it's the same guy up in there, all up in them games. They know all them games, but then you get what you say? You said, okay, wait. So you said to do it this way, because I'm like, now I'm about to listen. Now I'm about to stop. Now I'm gonna stop.
It's the panic attack for me.
I'm gonna pull you from up out the chair. I'm gonna push you down the stairs. I'm gonna do all of this stuff because you couldn't get the number. Listen, 6 plus the empty box, and then 12. Listen, because you didn't get 6. Now y'all about to call the police on me. You got people thinking something going on, knocking on the door. Is everything okay? No, it's not okay, because the box is still empty, and it's 7:00 at night, and we still doing homework. It was at that point that I realized I was not going to be able to have nobody else's kids. You can come over and you can sniff like you want. No, bro. Go on over there and find you another baby mama. Go on find you another one, because I'm not doing it, because I know I knew I was one more math problem or math project away from losing my freedom. So y'all know what I did? I went and I found a tutor, and I was paying for tutors from 3rd grade on through infinity and beyond, because I needed my sanity. I changed schools. He went to he was in private school from 3rd grade on up through high school. And guess what? Here I am. See, I didn't have to get locked up. Because I knew. See, when they say know ye thyself, I knew what was coming. I knew. I saw my freedom flash right before my eyes. I said, oh. And he goes,
"You gonna leave him here alone? I'm not taking this."
I saw my freedom. It's just, I said, ooh, and you got a whole bunch of family up in there just waiting for you to come on in. Well, they don't put the men and the women together, but you got a whole bunch of family. When they see your name on there, they're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you didn't think you was. I say, listen, I didn't think it would be over no math problem. I'm gonna tell you like that. That's what I'm gonna tell you. So that's when I knew that I was, not gonna be for it. But if you are a parent that's like me, just get them some listen, just get them some tutoring and stuff like that, because, and don't you try to do it, because see, I realized I wasn't the tutor.
I'm not.
So I'm not the teaching kind. I'm not the teaching to help you with the I'm not that parent.
You know, the only thing I got your back on is that them spelling words. Go give me that little paper. Let me read these little spelling words to you. Because see, this hand right here is smooth. I got some traumatized sons. They is traumatized. Because I know that you just heard me say. And then you go turn around and you go, I said it 2 seconds ago. But you know how to tell me, push the A button and the B button and the motor control. Exactly. And see, this little gal and her little panic attacks. I'm so glad she do her homework at school.
Woo!
She goes to the after school program and she do her homework at school. Please don't come around here with that. Please don't come around here with Johnny had 5 apples, and if Kelly came in with 10 apples, how many apples is it all together? Girl. And then you go say 5. Look here, little gal. Look here. You're not paying attention. Attention span this short. And she just like me, she see pretty what he say, we see glittery things and we get distracted. The cat walked by, she done forgot what she was doing. Make sure you do your homework at school, okay?
Yes, you have to do something. So I'm sorry.
I done told her you got one more time. I told you what your little friend did. Let me tell you about these little kids right quick. Because they not like us. They don't use books. They use iPads. Oh. My child got busted for asking Siri for the answers to the math questions.
Go ahead on, baby. You do that. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what they got it for.
And her excuse to me was, it was hard. I said, look, girl, you doing math problems in they 10s and you got 10 fingers. How is it hard?
See, that right there, I can't even.
They don't teach them how to draw sticks no more. Now, I done taught you how to draw the sticks. You better draw them dang on sticks. I said, let me tell you something. The tears don't help. It don't work. You are not the beginning. You are the end. So everything that you doing came around me at least 100 times. So I'm sorry, you're not cute. You're not. I love you. Cute. She cute, but that stuff that we do to get away with stuff, it don't work for her. Only thing work for her is, can you please buy it for me? Sure. But all that crying stuff don't work for me. I say, so was that having integrity? Because I teach her that. Have integrity. Have confidence in yourself. Ask for help. You better use your fingers and your sticks. It's not that hard. Honey, I said, I'm about to call the school and tell the school, y'all gonna have to print out all her work because she ain't allowed to use the tablet no more because she's smarter than y'all.
Baby, when I tell you, I said I would not.
Siri.
I listen. I would
10 plus 2.
You listen. Good. That means that she's resourceful and she knows how to use them resources. Girl, you go ahead on, because that's
no go ahead on. That's cheating.
That's what it's that. They shouldn't have made it.
Cheat your way through school. Take the tablet away. Take it away.
You know what? Shouldn't have these smartphones and things of that nature. So I don't, she did nothing wrong in my opinion. She ain't go.
She gonna do it wrong when she get that test, and that test come home with an F on it, and I beat her brakes.
Yeah.
We don't do bad grades, so you can't cheat. You can't ask Siri because Siri can't give you the answer to your test. So no, we can't do that, Jay. We cannot.
We'll talk. We'll talk, because
we couldn't cheat when we had to get the little paper with all the A's and B's and the C's and D's on it, and we had to read it and then do the little dot. You remember that? And then we had to get up and go put it in the machine and put it in the machine.
Then it rejected.
Then it come back because it's wrong. Now we got to go figure out what's wrong. We got a little pencil.
The torture that we went through. I'm just like, the foolery. Be real. But you all, like I say, I have the utmost love and respect for parents that have multiple kids, but I knew that it was at that point, when they say it's at that moment, it was at that moment that I knew, what, I was not going to be having no baby bugs, no, and here I am. I got one. Think I'm lying if I'm not, listen, I have one.
That one.
I knew I did not want to be somebody's girlfriend because I don't like women like that. But I knew if I went to jail, I was going to be somebody's girlfriend. What am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? Get beat? Look, I'm not tough. I don't look. What you want me to do?
I'm tough, but I ain't that tough. I will not be Big Bertha's. You know what?
I bleed. Look, I scar easily. I just don't.
I just don't want to watch Big Bertha draw.
I don't want to smell her. I don't want her to be like I seen how this big lady beat my daddy up back in the day.
Y'all never did
I'm
that.
not.
Y'all never did that trip before Scared Straight was on TV. Girl, that was our 7th and 8th grade trip for Ryerson Elementary School, which is now Lower Ward. That was our 7th and 8th grade trip. They took us straight to Cook County Jail.
No, I ain't have to listen.
Girl,
I see my
they
family members.
told the
My family
teachers to
members
put
scare you
all the
straight.
bad kids on the front line, and 2 of my friends was on the front line. Now, I hung with the bad kids, but I knew what to do not to get in trouble. When them women came out there and told my friends everything they was gonna do to them, because it's just like Scared Straight. Scared Straight was not for TV. It was for real. And they let them come out and they let them talk to us how when that lady talked about what she was gonna do and how she was gonna make them do woo wop the bam. And if I tell you wash my drawers and you wanna go do, now I said, and I'm gonna give you my whole government name. Now I said, Lakeisha Janelle Westmoreland, I am not going up in Cook County Jail. You could steal a bag of chip if you want to, honey. I hear my mama calling me. I'm gonna get a whooping.
Listen,
I am not going in nobody's jail. When they put me up on that Belmont, I cried so hard. The lady down the hallway, I heard, she said, baby, I'm not okay.
We not listen. So
ain't
listen,
that
for
hard.
everybody that want to be hard and tough, listen, by all means, you be hard and tough, honey. But I am not her. I will call for help. And hello? Yeah, they over here. Yep, they clowning. Yes, over right on here.
Girl, you talk about teacher's pet, warden's pet.
Right.
Warden, you need me? What you need me to do today? I'm there.
You said don't tell them don't cross the gun line, boss. See, that's who I would have been. I would have been with the listen. Yo, you better not cross the gun line. I told this. That's exactly.
That would have been me. How many rocks? Let's count the rocks.
Let's count them because you get right there because I got an itching. Hey, Papa. That would have been me. I wouldn't have been able to be out there.
I wouldn't be in no trouble if you said my name. No, what they gonna tell you? It wasn't her. Don't even allow her like that because that gal ain't did nothing.
Wasn't gonna be able to do it. Now listen. Speaking of not being able to do it, so listen. This guy, first time. The couple, they're going on a date. First date. The lady, she asked the guy out. So they're at the restaurant. They're having a really good time. Waiter comes with the bill, gives the bill to the guy. The guy hands the bill to the lady. And she's looking like, what you giving me the bill for? And he's like, for you to pay. You invited me out. She was like, but it's our first date. He was like, but you invited me out. So she gets upset because he wants her to pay for the date, first date, because she asked him out. What do you all think about that? Is he wrong for was he wrong for giving her the check? Or is she wrong for not expecting to pay for the date when clearly she asked him out? What do you think, Lady Lotus?
You already know she was supposed to pay for that date. You don't ask somebody out and expect for them to pay for your food. You wanted a free meal, little girl, and you thought you was gonna get it. If I don't even care if I've been in a relationship. If I say I made reservations for us at this restaurant, even if he pulled his wallet, I got it. I made this date. You, ma'am, don't invite me in out and think that they gonna feed your little hungry self. You don't do that. And don't even come for me because I said what I said and I meant it. So you do not ask a man out. You don't even ask another girl. Don't ask your girlfriend to go and expect her to pay.
And you know what? My thing is this. I'm just like, oh, geez. Here's another situation. Like, why did you not, like, why was this not a conversation? Like, if this is going to be an issue.
It gotta be a conversation, though. Why is it a conversation,
because
Jay?
It was an issue. See, here's the thing. I'm like, why? Why, like,
why what?
Why? Okay. I'm with him for not, giving him the meal, paying for the. I would have expected him to just pay for it and say, if it was an issue, I would have just paid for it. Like, but I will say this, ladies, if you are inviting a man out, and like you said, Lady Lotus, anybody out, be prepared to foot the bill.
There's no difference from me saying, "Hey Jay, let's go out tonight." If I invited you as a friend to come out with me, I got us. It don't matter whether you got money or not. I didn't ask you if you had no money. I didn't expect you. I want you to come outside with me tonight.
See, but I like that. But I'm like, you know what? I've always been raised to I pay my own way. I like to pay my own way. So if I'm being invited somewhere, like I'm never expecting somebody to pay for me. I'm just not even I hate to say it, you all, but even going on some dates, especially in today's climate, I didn't used to be like that and worry yesterday's dating, but you knew people.
Say it again.
Oh no.
In today's day, I'm because we was raised right. We was raised don't go nowhere without no money. Don't go on vacation without no money. Don't get flued out without no money to flew yourself back. You don't do those things because people change, seasons change. You might not like these people and you ready to go and you can't go because you locked down because you ain't got no money.
You
don't expect in a dating situation. You don't ask no man out and expect for him to pay for your food
at all.
Expect it. Don't expect it. Now, I would like to see him, you got this. Like, I would like to see some type of chivalry from him, but I would not expect him to pay.
Or at least suggest that we go out. Okay, so let me just keep. Let me just keep it real. I would pay, but I don't know. Would that be? Yeah, it would be a turn off. It probably would be a turn off.
If you asked him on a date, that would be a turn off because he didn't pay for your food.
It will.
That is horrible.
It will be a turn off. I ain't gonna lie.
Please don't ask nobody
I don't have
out.
I don't. Okay. But I'm like, I would. You would probably be friend zone, and that's just me keeping it a buck. You would be friend zone. Now, if we're in a relationship and we're going out, I got you. Like that part, that's out the door.
But what's the difference?
Because we're just getting to know each other, and this is the first.
Well, you shouldn't have asked him out then. You should have let him be the man. And
but maybe I would and I'm so glad you said that, Lady Lotus. Because if I ask you out, I'm gonna run you.
Exactly.
I'll run the relationship. Exactly. I'll wear the pants in the relationship. You say what I do, I'm gonna get you pregnant.
Exactly.
What is your time of the month? See, so that's how I would do it.
Because it's the same way. If I propose to you,
you are totally my bee.
Totally my
you gonna be my bee.
You gonna stay at home and take care of the kids and clean up the house and do all of that. And I'm gonna come home from work and I'm like, tear that thing up.
You listen. You got that schlong dong ready. You better have it. Listen,
you better have it ready when I get
You better
there.
get my rolls and do the zzz up under there. You better have it ready, okay?
You better be ready.
You better have it ready.
It better not let loose too fast.
It better not.
You better go get that extra one out of there too.
Listen, and you better go ahead on and take care of the first one before I get there. Because when I get there, all I want is baby. Listen, that's all I want. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm just saying, you men better be careful with us women walking up on y'all and asking y'all for y'all things that y'all supposed to ask us.
You got it. So you belong to me. You run that over here. And that's just
I'm about to put a baby up in there.
That's just gonna exactly.
I'm about to Bill Cosby you, sir.
Yes, I will.
You about to have a submarine.
You about to be my baby mama. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? Because I'm about to bust that thing wide open on you tonight. You mine. So that's why I just refrain from things like that because I know how I think about the situation and. It's probably he probably won't like it. So I do my best to let, just sit back and just fall back and let men do what they do.
My advice would be let him take you on a couple of dates. And, you find out you really like him, you dig at him. Then you take him on a date and treat him nice because men like that.
Cedric said the person who initiated and asked the other person should pay.
Exactly.
If it wasn't established, they were going Dutch. I can see that again. You still
I ain't going
that's
on no
still,
first date. Talking about let's go on the
I
first
ain't
date
going
and
on
we
the first
going on
date,
Dutch.
and you didn't. We not going on no first date. If I had to ask you, then we're just going for a business meeting.
Exactly. This a tax write-off.
We're just networking, because clearly this is not a date, because if you didn't ask me, then we ain't going. Like, clearly for me, I'd be like, okay, well, clearly you ain't feeling me like that. Clearly I'm not your cup of tea, and I'm gonna go ahead and move around, because if I have to do that, if I have to step into the leadership role, I know I don't know how to relinquish control. I'm not going to
Exactly.
give you.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
You're gonna be like, submit, and I'm the man, and I'm the house. I pursued you. What
The
you
thing
talking about?
is you too scary. You were scared to ask me out, and I had to ask you
Right?
out.
I'm your man. What you talking about? I'm your man. I'm your man. What you talking about? I stepped to you. I pulled you. See, and so I know that I don't know. I wouldn't know how to act right.
When
so
I tell
I'm
you
just
us
gonna...
West Side girls, boy, the lines is crossed.
Pretty Tasha saying, yes, y'all. I end up being a mother too. I ain't gonna be his mother.
I ain't gonna be his mama.
I'm on.
But I'm gonna be the wife, the wife husband. I'm being charged.
I'm gonna be the boss.
You know that girl said, "I'm in charge, D. I'm in charge." No, ain't no I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge.
And he gonna be the one saying, "Ow, baby." I'm gonna be telling him, say my name. Call me Miss Vance if you're nasty. Okay, that's what we gonna be, Miss Vance. That's what we gonna be doing up in here. Okay.
So that's gonna be his last name. You take my name.
That's right, Vance. What's his name? Robert Vance. Dinky Vance. That's what his name is. Dinky Robert Vance. That's what his name is.
You better never introduce somebody. This is my husband, Dinky.
Dinky Robert Vance. That's what his name is. Okay.
He gonna get roasted for the rest of our life.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. You will be
roll up in my little purple car. My little purple wheelchair car to some, hey, Dinky.
Listen, I could never. My family,
Dinky Roberts. There's some people you just say, we're changing your name, because I cannot.
I'm gonna just introduce you to my family as D. I never
never. His mama named him D. Yes, she did.
D-E-E. It's die. That's Cedric is saying West Side. Pretty Tasha saying no, Sister Vance. What I meant is I will end up being a mother by getting pregnant, moving like that. Listen, he gonna get pregnant here.
For real, he gonna get pregnant.
If I pursue you, you listen.
If I pursue you, sir, sit it down.
You listen, because you belong to me.
Yeah.
Now listen. Speaking of belonging to, listen. We got a little bit to talk about today, you all. Right now. Because relationships and marriages, see, we got to talk about the rules and the regulations. We got to talk about the responsibilities. We got to talk about knowing your role. Now you may say, Jay, wait a minute, what you talking about knowing your role? See, with this here social media, I'm noticing there's a lot of false expectations in the wrong categories. You got chicks expecting men to give them $300 weaves and $2,000 purses and all. And yet, he has not changed your last name. You got men out here wanting you to submit, and she don't cook for me, and she don't take care of me, and she don't, and y'all ain't got no, you didn't put it on paper. You didn't put that ish on no paper. So it's floating around. Marriage ain't nothing but a piece of paper and all this and that. We gonna tackle all that and then some. But let's first break it down. What is a relationship? When you think of relationship and dating, what is a relationship in your opinion? How do you categorize relationship?
The relationship is the beginning of the partnership. It's that beginning. We get into, we get to know each other, we feeling each other out. If we done decided to move in, whatever, we're constantly learning. But that is the relationship. To me, just to jump ahead, marriage is the bonus. That's my bonus check.
Okay.
Now you trying to keep my bonus check. I
Now,
want my bonus.
according to an online source, a relationship is an emotional and sexual association between two people. Now, that's what the online source say. Let me just say, some people out here is having relations in associations with more than two. Some of these relationships can, include more than two people. So, Siri didn't get her facts right all the way with that one, because that's what a relationship was back then. But in 2025, listen, them relationships got some side chicks. The relationship got some husbands in them, some wives in them, some girlfriends in them, some baby mamas in them, some side chicks in them. So it's a couple of, it's a few more people added to that pot. But that's what they said a relationship is. Now, a marriage, you said that it was a bonus, but according to an online source, marriage is a social and legal contract between two individuals that unite their lives legally, economically, and emotionally. So you see how you get all of that. So in a relationship, the online source is saying it's just emotional and sexual association. That's it. But when you see marriage, it's all of these things: social and legal contract that unites their lives legally, economically, and emotionally. It didn't even say nothing about sex. That's what marriage is. So it's like the marriage, it has so many. This is where the bulk of, let me not even say the bulk. This is where the responsibility lies. It lies on the side of the marriage, because that's where the expectations should come from. When you just dating in a relationship, according to this online source, there are no expectations. I'm not listen, I'm not legally responsible for anything. So that $40 that just because you done slobbed on Bob, that $40, if I haven't changed your last name and entered betwixt a legal contract with you, I didn't legally say nothing. You slobbed this brother down. He's not obligated to do Nathan for you because he didn't sign that contract. Listen, you done bought her all of this stuff and you done did this. You done flew her out, done got her these purses and all of this. She's not, and she still don't cook for me. And she still don't. Well, you didn't do the thing that requires her to do that. You didn't do the thing that requires him to do that. So we have so many expectations on relationships when it's really none. Like, when you think about it, the boyfriend, what is the difference between a boyfriend or your guy and a husband? Is there a difference? Is there a difference between husband, boyfriend, and your guy? What do you think, Lady Lotus?
There's a huge difference.
So what's
the thing? I feel like in our dating and relationship phases, we're supposed to be doing those things that show, hey, I'm worthy of this, or I love you enough to take it to that next level. Like, I might cook you a meal or 2 meals, but I ain't obligated to cook for you all the time. A boyfriend isn't expected to pay rent, light bills, gas bills, and all this other stuff. But now, would I want you to put some gas in my car to show me a little bit of chivalry? Sure. But I don't expect you to do it every time you see me.
And see, my thing, and just to go back to what you just said, Lady Lotus, that would be something, it would be nice. And it's just like, I feel like everything that's done in a relationship setting, in my opinion, is of free will.
Right.
So if I cook for you, that's because I want to cook for you.
Exactly.
If I pay a bill for you, it's because I want to do it, not because I'm obligated. So we got to stop trying to obligate each other to do things in a setting where we're not obligated to anything. We haven't made any vows. We have not entered into a contract with each other saying that we would do anything for each other. So it's all free will. Would it be nice? Yes. Who wants to be in a relationship where there's, we're not growing from each other, or we're not able to be there for each other? Who wants to be in that type of situation? Nobody. But in today's society, it's a conversation that needs to be
it's an
had.
Obligation, though.
Absolutely.
He ain't pay my rent. He didn't pay this. He didn't pay my car note. He don't have to pay your car note, ma'am.
He knew this was due, and he knew that.
It's not his obligation.
Well, let's just break down. So we're gonna break down the boyfriend. According to an online source, a boyfriend is a regular male companion with whom one has a romantic or sexual relationship. A boyfriend, I'll say this again, a boyfriend can disappear at any moment, and he is technically and legally not responsible for you. He can disappear at any time. You got to go into it with this. Yes, we are in a relationship. We're in a committed relationship. But really, how deep is the commitment if we don't got any papers on each other? Exactly. So we just, at that point, I'm hoping that he has enough respect for me and integrity that he's going to be a man of his word to do what he said he was going to do. And all he can do is hope the same for me, that I have integrity and that I'm a woman of my word to do what I said that we both agreed that we would do, that we're going to do, and work this out in our relationship. That's all you can ask for with a boyfriend.
Right.
He can't make no decisions on your behalf. He can't run nothing. Nothing. If something were to happen to you in the hospital, they don't care. Your boyfriend can't tell them nothing. We've been boyfriend for 25 years.
Does not matter.
Not at all.
Doesn't matter.
Not at all. He can't do anything. But this guy, a husband,
I love
is a male in a marital relationship. A husband, say this again, a husband.
Don't it sound good when it roll off your tongue?
A husband is legally and morally responsible for you. That's who he is. He's responsible. So let me hurry up so I can go ahead, because we done talked about the men. So now, what is the difference between your girlfriend, your girl, and your wife?
Your boo thing.
A girlfriend is a regular female companion with whom a person has a romantic or sexual relationship. A wife, say it again, a wife,
say it with us, men.
A wife
that sound good.
Is a female partner in a continuing marital relationship, a helpmate. See? Now, see how I said it didn't say, listen, because it said the husband is legally and morally responsible for you. Who is you? His wife. What is the wife? She is the helpmate. She is legally bound to her husband. Now, listen, I know some of y'all may say, Jay, I don't need a piece of paper to define what all it is, what they need to be, and this and that.
When he get dead and you don't get nothing, you're going to wish you had that piece of paper.
And really, you do need the piece of paper, because the piece of paper is what makes it binding and what makes it legal. So it's more than just a piece of paper. It's what we are agreeing to. It's the terms and the conditions of our love for each other and what we're saying that we're going to do. Now we're solidifying what we said that we're going to do. So it's like, if we saying that we're going to do it,
Why are we not doing it?
Why are we not doing it? Why are we afraid?
Because he trying to keep my bonus.
Why do you not want to solidify the relationship? And here's the thing. We got a lot of people out here in relationships and that's dating that are expecting the benefits of being married.
Woo. Say it again.
We got a lot of people out here. You are in a relationship or you are dating somebody and you are expecting marriage benefits. Again, you say, Jay, what are marriage benefits? It says that the husband is legally and morally responsible for you. It says that the wife is a helpmate. She is legally bound to her husband. Those are the things that we are expecting. Just being boyfriend and girlfriend. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. I ain't made no promises to you. You ain't made no promises to me. So how do we navigate through that? How do we get to the next level if we're not bound and obligated to do these things for each other? Then, Jay, how do we do this? How do we get to the next level? Do whatever you're going to do in free will, but learn the difference and accept the difference of being in a relationship versus being married. But also, let's not throw up marriage. Oh, well, I'm only doing that when I'm married and this and that. And I'm okay with stuff like that. But let's have a conversation before things get so tense and hostile around being married. Because again, if we know that we want to get married, I think, like I was having a conversation with some people, I'm not going to mention who they are, but we were talking about marriage and we were like, okay, so how soon do you start talking about marriage when you meet somebody? I said, for me personally, I like to bring up marriage as soon as possible, because here's the thing. Listen, my eggs, I lost the last 3 that I had. I lost them coming up the stairs today. So we're going through the sorting process. So if you know where you are in life, if marriage is your goal, then I don't understand why you're not talking about that. Bama, I'm not saying that I want to marry you. I'm saying that I would like to be married. And if you know that you're one of those people, you're not done hoeing,
don't even. And the thing is, I think we make this stuff hard, and it's not. Those are your icebreaker questions. What do you think about marriage? Exactly. What do you think about having kids? What do you think about, do you want to live in the state that you live in forever? Do you want to retire here? Because what if you're a person that want to pack up and leave and move? You a mover. Or I want to spend 6 months over here and 6 months over here. When I turn 70, I don't want to be here forever. Just small conversations of, what do you think about that?
And for me, I like to ask like deal breaker questions in the beginning. And the reason why is because I don't want to start having feelings for somebody and then come to find out my deal breakers are with you. I would rather be cool with you in friend zone. Like, if you want more kids, I know that's a deal breaker for me.
Right.
Why would I end up getting in a relationship with you?
Right. But that comes along with saying, so how do you feel about kids?
Exactly.
It rolls off the tongue. Do you have any children?
Right. Absolutely.
No, I don't have any kids. Are you thinking about having kids? If you get married, do you want to have kids? Oh, well, he gonna say whatever he gonna say. He should be asking you, how do you feel about that? Absolutely. And then the kid conversation leads on into marriage. Have you been married before? Oh, I've been married twice. Questions. Would you like to get married again? Absolutely. These are all things before you get to spreading it wide.
Because once you do that, it's a done deal.
You don't even care. You just gonna accept whatever. Oh, I done gave it to him. It's right, good now.
If I get pregnant, then I guess no.
He done knocked out the little
dangly your whole
thing.
Understanding.
He done knocked out the dangly thing in the back of your throat now, and you like it. So it don't even matter if he don't want to get married now. It's
I
okay.
Don't think you can breathe after that.
Because I like that.
Like, I can't knock it out. Like
I felt that thing up in my uterus, girl. Whatever he want, I'm just going. It's just keep it.
And then we end up settling for people in situations that we know we really didn't want. So if we get in the process and get in the habit of start asking for those things and just talking about it in advance, Again, it's not pinpointed for that particular person. You just want to know what their views are, what they think about certain things. And some people have said, well, they can say it, they feel that way right now, but once they get to know you, they could change their mind.
Okay, but I feel like that's falling in love with you.
And you taking a gamble.
You taking a gamble. You could be wasting 5 years of your life, 10 years of your life. You just done let your real husband walk you by.
Walk right on
you done
past.
let your real big booty Judy. She gone now because she
done
met
games.
somebody else because you over here waiting for this gal to say she want to have a baby and she into her career. She ain't thinking about it.
So it's like we have to start talking about these things. Especially, listen, if you are in the 30 plus times 2 age range, and listen,
for that.
In marriage is your desire and marriage is your goal, then these are the conversations that we need to start having. But if it's not, then know your role, play your role. Don't be overdoing it in people's lives. Listen, if you're not his wife, don't be overdoing that ish. If you're not her husband, don't be overdoing it. Her bills at her house, that's her responsibility. If you decide to give her anything, it's because you wanted to. It's because you did it out of free will.
I feel like when you get to doing all that stuff and you just run around being a husband and a wife, when that time comes, what are we bringing to the table? What's changing? And that's when it just becomes just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper because we already acting like husband and wife. We didn't put all the eggs in the basket. So why go have a big wedding and spend all this money and do all this just for it becomes a piece of paper in the show? No, we're not doing that.
And again, it's like, and it's the piece of paper, again, for people that say that the piece of paper, the contract, it's a contract. Money is a piece of paper. But you see how important that is to you, right? So if you value and you respect that money, why don't you? Because it's just a piece of paper.
It's just a piece of paper.
It's just a piece of paper.
And we fight and kill for that piece of paper.
So why not have the same respect for the paper, the contract that we enter into when we're talking about marriage? So we'll reduce the value of marriage, the marriage contract, but we'll put money on a high level. So if they're both pieces of paper,
all the pieces of paper, the title to your car is a piece of paper.
Everything, the deed to your house is a piece of paper. Everything is a piece of paper, but we'll value all of that. But we don't want to value the piece of paper that we both signed, saying that we are morally committed to each other, economically, spiritually, emotionally. We're all that to each other. So again, it's like, if you are a person that is not for marriage, then again, this conversation was not for you. But for those that look to be married and you are in a relationship and you are just, dating, but you expect that marriage, benefits and responsibilities, you gotta kind of check yourself on that until you get to that space. So know your roles. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page, our YouTube channel, like and follow us there, the Jpot Radio. Go to Facebook, like and follow us there, the Jpot. Go to Instagram, the Jpot. Jaye for all three. Until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other.
For hitting the Jpot on IntellectualRadio.com.